Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how are you doing? Okay, well, yesterday we worked on these pages and used the calendars to make big oversized pockets, and then I put them back in my filing cabinet. And then this morning I pulled them out again because I suddenly wanted to make a few more pages. So I'm going to make one page for each of these. So it looks like when and if I ever make this into a journal, it's going to be a 5-signature journal. And there is currently going to be three pages in each signature. So that will require some work. But today we're going to make one for each of these signatures, if you like. So we will build 5 pages out of nothing. What I'm doing here is just taking a tiny bit of washi and just putting out a guide of how big this page is. I do not want my pages to be any bigger than this. Of course, if they end up bigger than this, I can always cut them down. That's not an issue, but rather than build them too big to start with and cut them down and have more scraps, I figure I will just start with what I have and work my way up rather than trying to work my way down in the end. So now I have a bit of a guide. So that will give me an idea of how big I want these pages to be. Of course, they can be smaller, that's not an issue. Or I could, if they're too wide, fold them and make flaps and whatnot. But it's just a guide, that's all I'm doing. So, very recently, you've heard me talking quite a bit about my magazine racks, finding this and that in my magazine racks. What I've done is pull everything out of my magazine racks. It's just piled over to the right hand side of me there at the moment. I'm sort of going through it and working out what's there and putting it back in some sort of order so that when I want to grab something out, I know where it is. So right at the moment, I just have a big disgusting pile of paper sitting there of random things. So that's what I'll be digging through to make these pages. That seems like the best way to do it to me. If I use them up, I don't have to put them back. So, yeah, that's the plan. this little fold here was proving quite difficult to fold in, so I just decided to put some extra paper over it just to make sure that it would bend where I wanted it to and not in some random spot. This is just acrylic swatches of me making close to black paint. Using other colours to make a substitute for black that's not quite as stark as black. So anyway, it was in my stash. It's interesting. It's a very thick piece of paper. I think it was either a multimedia piece of paper or designed for pastel work, but in any case, it's interesting, so it's going to be part of my page. yeah, I had to give my desk a bit of a clean just then. What a mess. It worked out okay in the end. I'm just going to have to give it a little bit of time to dry because this paper doily has a tendency to stick to itself while it's still damp. So, as you can see here. So I'll set that aside and we'll move on to the next page. And yeah, no more paper doilies for the moment. They chew up a glue stick and make a heck of a mess. Okay, well that's it. That's 5 pages. So we have one for each signature if you like. We'll pop them in and have a look at how everything's looking, and then it's probably back to the filing cabinet for this. Maybe until tomorrow, who knows? Anyway, it's a job well done, and I've used up a few papers. Not as many as I would like, but it is what it is. So, yeah, onward and upward. Thanks for being here today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Yeah, we're starting to get a little book here. Who knew? All right, guys, I will see you again tomorrow, and have yourselves a lovely day. Bye.